Both my wife Catherine and I worked for the same company. As the manager of department, I was senior to my wife and she worked under me. When I joined the company, my wife and I were on the same level of employment. And after 1 year, I became senior to her. In a course of a year, we dated and got married when I was promoted to be a manager. I felt Catherine was apparently very happy, but sad at the same time. I thought that she may be jealous of my promotion to the next level. The fact that she frequently expressed her wish for a promotion in front of me shows how much she needs it. Then all of a sudden, I got the job promotion, but in her opinion, she was the one who deserved it. In spite of the fact that she did not show anything, I knew her well, and her behavior, as well as her manners, told me everything about her. Once I tried to talk to her, but she ignored. Once I realized that in order to get the promotion, I would have to move to the Florida office. I discussed this with Catherine since I thought it was important for me to get her input on the matter. After discussing this with Catherine, she replied that it is your choice whether to take advantage of the offer. So finally, after thinking for a while, I made a decision to move to Florida for the job because it came for me because I deserved it. So how could I let this opportunity pass by me? In spite of this, I did not want to go there because of Catherine being here alone. But I told her I would come twice a month so that we could meet. The move to Florida was a big chance for me. As far as my job was concerned, I was very happy with it because it provided me with a lot of benefits and perks as well. I used to come home every 2 months to spend time with Catherine. After 2 months, Catherine called me and told me that she had received a promotion at work. She was very excited when she told me that. I was overjoyed and came back home for a celebration with her that week because I had seen the struggle she had gone through and now she was rewarded for her perseverance and hard work. As soon as I got home, we got a very big party for our friends and colleagues because we were so excited about Catherine's promotion. As a matter of fact, I was very happy for Catherine because she was also in a good position under our boss. So I was also very pleased for her. I had a real problem here when one of my friends who worked in a hotel called me and said something that really shakes me to the core of my being. The first thing she told me was that Catherine had been to that hotel numerous times with the man who was with her. I argued with him because I assumed she had a friend and trusted her. He told me something that I did not expect, but I was surprised to hear it. In the end, he gave me an advice to keep an eye on her. Although I was confident that she would remain loyal to me, I also had a negative view of her loyalty due to the advice of my friends, who gave me a negative impression of her loyalty. Consequently, I asked him to inform me of her arrival at the hotel as soon as she arrives with that guy. After a few days, he called me and said my wife came with the same man. So I called her immediately and asked her where is he and who is she with. As soon as she received the call, she told me that she was with the boss for an official meeting at the hotel with her boss. The response she gave to me was satisfactory to me despite the fact that my friend misunderstood her. I told him that he is our boss who is with my wife. I've known him for a long time, so I know everything is fine. They have come to the hotel for an official meeting, so everything is fine. It was then when he said, "I'm sorry to have misunderstood my wife," and he apologized for it. In response, I said that it's absolutely fine, that you have concerned about me. That's why you called me to choose what was best for me. Thanking him, I was sure that I could trust Catherine when she told me the truth. The confirmation I received was satisfactory to me. The truth is that I don't even have a clue what was actually happening behind me. The fact that I was totally in love with her, had a blind trust in her, would never occur to me that my wife, whom I so dearly adored, was cheating on me and sleeping with her boss for the purpose of gaining promotion, would never occur to me. In my opinion, it was all my fault for chasing her as my life partner. I should have checked her out properly before getting married to her. Anyhow, I was missing her a great deal and wanted to see her. so I decided to come home without informing her so that she would be surprised when I arrived. The next month at the weekend, I came home without telling her, and I was planning to surprise her and to arrange for us to go out for a romantic night. I came home with a bouquet of flowers for her. I knocked the door, but she did not open the door. In the meantime, I knocked again, but she did not open. I then tried calling her after 2 minutes, but that did not work either. When she suddenly opened the door, she looked shocked to see me and said, "I had not been informed that you were coming." She was wearing a nightie that was gifted to her by me, and I was suspicious that she was wearing it. I said I thought to surprise you. I really mean it. I was very doubtful of the manner in which she was acting, like she was either nervous or something bad was going on. When I looked at the table, I saw a man's watch which really caught my attention. After asking Catherine about the watch, she told me that it was possible that the watch belonged to one of her colleagues. Catherine and a colleague decided to come over to our house after work and work on an assignment together. There is no doubt that her reason was valid, but this time I was not convinced. This is because her clothes and the way she behaved made me think that something else was going on. It was clear that she was attempting to hide something from me, or may she have been involved in something. As soon as I entered my bedroom, I smelled a man's perfume which I did not recognize. I hadn't used it in my life before. It was extremely strange for me. Once I went into the washroom to freshen up, I noticed that the shower area was completely wet, as if someone had taken a shower 5 minutes ago. But Catherine was totally dry, so how can that be if Catherine is dry and someone took a shower a few minutes ago? It seems like there was someone in my room before I came, and he was in the washroom as well before I came. Well, when I came, he left immediately after he saw me. Clearly, there was someone, and Catherine has every confidence that she is capable of making me fooled, and she has every reason to do that. She was a bit confused when I asked her about it, so she said it's not uncommon for the scent of perfume to be in the air. You just came back from a long time away, so you're probably feeling like this, so rest a bit and I'm cooking you dinner. When she said this to me, I could clearly see from the look in her eyes that she was fooling me. There was no doubt in my mind that he was a man. All the time for the next 2 days, I was wondering that what she was hiding from me. It is unfortunate that I must return to my job. It was not easy for me to go back until I was completely satisfied, but I had no choice but to do so, so I did. Upon returning from home, I was unable to function properly as I was not able to focus on my work. Hence, I decided that it would be best for me to take a few days of holidays and go home. I got back to home for a few days. Catherine doesn't allow me any time to spend with her and behaves as if she is extremely busy all the time. I talked to her one day and asked her, "Why are you so busy? I was here to spend quality time with you and you're always busy." I don't know if I said something wrong or not. She started arguing with me and said that she was busy and I could go back to my job. Her behavior was so bad that it seemed like my presence was bothering her, so she wants me to get out of there. Her act was suspicious. She left in frustration and left her cell phone on the sofa after fighting with me. It beeped suddenly and I saw a notification of message. "I'm waiting for you here. Where are you, sweetie?" This message confirms that she has a partner with whom she has an affair. Having gotten her cell phone, she came to get it, so I put it in the same spot as her cell phone. As she picked up the cell phone, she left with it. I followed her and she ended up at a hotel where she met her boss in a very casual way. He hugged her and was touching the body of Catherine. From a distance, I was watching everything that was going on. I realized that she was in an affair with her boss. There were a lot of red flags that indicate that because, first of all, there were the messages and now they have met as lovers. In the midst of all my doubts, I now have faith that she was cheating on me and sharing her bed with someone else who was her boss rather than sharing her bed with me. The fact that she loved another person so much broke my heart very badly. A day after having met him, she met him again, and this time both of them met in a bar where they drank and chatted for a while. The boss was getting more and more close to her, hugging and kissing her. I took their picture at the right moment. As an evidence, on that night her boss gave her a gift. When Catherine got back from the bar, I asked her where did she get the gift, and she did not tell me and answered rudely that this was none of your business. Obviously, she did not tell me about the gift. She just opened the gift and it was a red velour lingeries that she received. The next day, as she was getting ready to go, I secretly noticed that the first thing she did was to wear that lingerie before dressing up. It was then that she left again, so I followed her and she reached the hotel with her boss, where he was waiting for her. In the waiting room, I was waiting for her to go into the room along with her boss. When they left after 5 minutes, I went to the room and knocked on the door. When her boss opened the door, I entered the room with anger, shouting Catherine's name out loud. While she was wearing that lingerie, she was amazed to see me there. She did not expect me there, but she did not show any signs of guilt or shame. It was also evident that she had a look on her face that suggested that she wanted me to know everything as well. I just asked her a simple question: why did she do this to me? As I moved to Florida for my job, she told me that she was experiencing this phenomenon when she felt lonely and her boss came closer to her to not only take care of her, but also gave her a promotion and a double wage as well. It was at that point then I started laughing in front of them and asked the question, so now you have come to the whole point here. Are you selfish so you got the promotion in this way? I said I'll never forget your cheating. During the time I was promoted, I felt that you were jealous of me and that you did not want me to be your senior, as you did this just for promotion purposes. My friend told me that you were hanging out with someone at the time, but I realized that you were busy with official meetings at that time. He was right in his statement. I should have been alert at that time. The importance of love and care for you is not as great as the importance of money and the position you have in front of you, as far as you are concerned. Then I gave her 2 hours to get all the goods she wanted from my house so that she could leave my house and my life. There was no guilt attached to her cheating. She was such a shameless and characterless woman. I filed for divorce and soon it would be done, and I'm thankful to God that the truth came to light at last. The next day I went to attorney to discuss and file the divorce. And as soon as possible I'll be free from that selfish woman. I don't know what else she can do. I don't even want to see her. This sort of woman is not loyal to anyone except the money, and she's loyal to the opportunity that comes along, and she's left alone by her boss when she gets another opportunity. That kind of woman is not loyal to anyone except for the money. This is a case in which love is just another name for a trap for these women. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section.